Hey y'all, it's Ann from Ann's Southern Kitchen. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a part of a collab called Dipcember 2022, and it's hosted by my friend Angela at The Inquisitive Farm Wife. And you will love her channel. She does all kinds of cooking videos, she does canning videos, just a little bit of everything. So I know you'll love her and her channel, and I'll have her channel linked down below. Make sure you go like her channel and subscribe. And also she's giving away some prizes on January 1st, so make sure you're subscribed so you will be notified when she goes live. And also I'll have the playlist, and if you comment on all the videos you have a chance to win those prizes. So make sure you go to the playlist and comment on all the videos. So I cannot wait to share these dips with you. They are so good, and the crab rangoon dip I think is my favorite, but the corn dip and the onion dip are good as well. So I will turn you around and let's get started. This one only says 2 ounces of cream cheese, so I think that's a third of a package. So luckily I have a small package that I've got in the fridge, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. So this is the cracked corn dip, so because one block is 8 ounces. So if we have a little bit more cream cheese, that never hurt anybody. All right, I'm adding a can of corn that it has been drained. Calls for a 4-ounce can of green chilies. These are my favorite. I love green chilies. And I didn't know that you can buy them. Like this one says medium, but you can buy some that are hot. And I picked up some that were hot. I didn't even really notice it. Okay, it says add 4 tablespoons of minced onion. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I wasn't even gonna do that, but I thought I'll just try and see if that's about 4 tablespoons. And I think it is. It says 1/4 of a cup, but it's 4 tablespoons, so that's what I'm gonna put in. I'm just putting in all that because if you know me, you know I love onion. 4 tablespoons. It says a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm just gonna eyeball it because you can't have too much garlic. That's my motto. All right, y'all, it says a 1/2 cup of cheese, which is 4 ounces. So I'm just going to shred half of the 8-ounce block of cheese. And this is mozzarella. And I'm going to mix this together. All right, y'all, I added a 1/2 cup of shredded pepper jack cheese and mix that in as well. And you want to use a 1/2 cup, but you're going to use 1/4 of a cup in the dip and then 1/4 of a cup to go on top. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my pan. All right, I'm just going to do this in a glass baking dish. Make sure you get that nice and mixed up, because if your cream cheese is not really soft, you're going to have to mix it a lot more. And I'm sure you could do that in a mixer too. All right, I've shredded up the pepper jack, and I'm going to put that over the top. I mean, this dips over the top. All right, my oven is heated. I'm going to bake it for 20 minutes or until bubbly on top. Okay, y'all, this is the one I'm going to half the recipe. So it says 12 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to put 6 in. And I'm lucky that it has like the lines on here. That way you can tell. So I've got this little bit left that I can use for something else. 4 tablespoons it calls as well for the sour cream, so I'm just going to add 4 tablespoons. Okay, it says 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I know this is not exact measurements, but it says low sodium, so that's what I'm using. That's what I have. And I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity and just to mix that around and make sure the cream cheese is nice and soft, and it is. This recipe calls for lump crab, but I'm using the imitation crab. It's the leg, and it says 6 ounces, so I will use 3 ounces of this, and I'll probably just eyeball that. All right, I chopped up the crab, and this recipe calls for 3 green onions, but I had a little bit of onion left, so I'm just going to use this instead. When I make my crab rangoons, sometimes I'll put onion in it. It just depends. So I've used green onion, but I like regular onion in it too. Chopped it up really fine. Now I'm not used to having cheese in it, so that's kind of why I want to not use the whole recipe, just because of the cheese. Okay, I added 2 ounces of cheese just because that's half of what it says. And I am using pepper jack. The recipe calls for Monterey Jack, but I really like pepper jack cheese. It has all those peppers in there. It gives it a good flavor with no heat. I almost forgot the cheese on top. I'm just going to grate it right on the top. Let's get this in the oven till it's nice and bubbly. Okay, it calls for a whole package of wonton wrappers. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to make a few. I'll cut more if I need to, but it just says cut them into triangles. So I'm just going to go down the middle and cut them into triangles. I'm going to spray the bottom. And then just lay them on there, and then I'll spray the top. I don't know why I didn't get a bigger baking sheet, but I'll just start with this. I'll just spray them. And then I'll put them in the oven with the dips. And when they get golden brown, I'll take them out. It says 5 to 7 minutes or until golden brown. Y'all look, these turned into chips. Golden brown, crunchy. I'm excited to eat that with some dip. And speaking of dip, it is time for it to come out of the oven. I'm so excited, y'all. It looks so good. I mean, look at that. How good does that look? It's nice and bubbly. All right, y'all, the crab rangoon dip is out of the oven, and this corn dip, I have been sneaking a little bit, but it is so good. I did leave these in a little too long, but I think they'll still be good. But I cannot believe how good these things are. Just sprayed with some cooking spray and put in the oven. Crunchy. Still good. So I'm going to let this cool down, and I cannot wait to dig in with those chips, with the wonton wrapper chips. All right, I'm going to make some onion dip. It's so easy. I'll have the recipe linked below, but I'm just not going to measure. But I had about the right amount of sour cream in here already, so I'm just going to mix it in here. That way it's just easier, and I have a lid. So I'm going to add some minced onion. And if you use minced onion, you want to make sure that you let it sit in the refrigerator for a little bit to soften up the onion. I'm going to add a little dash of garlic powder. Going to add some onion powder. The recipe calls for parsley, but I don't put that in mine. And I'm just going to add a dash of salt. Those ones you buy in the store are just so full of sodium, so you're going to have to add just a little bit of salt. And you can always mix this up and taste it, but it's only going to get better as it sits in the fridge. So that's all you need to do to make your own onion dip. A lot cheaper and a lot better than what you buy in the store. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and wait a couple hours, and it'll be ready to eat. Getting the taste test here. Yeah, it's hot.
That's good. These are hot. Holy cow.
I guess that means they're good. I had this little tray, so I put the dips in this little tray. That way, when my friends come over, we can go ahead and snack on all 3 of them. My onion dip is ready, so I've got that in here. And that is my onion dip. That is my corn dip. And that is the crab rangoon dip, y'all. Those are so good. You've got to make them. We're also going to have these 2 treats that I made in my previous video. If you want to make these, I'll have the recipe link down below. This is the most addictive thing ever. This is just cheese, or not cheese puffs, corn puffs and some white chocolate, and I just put some sprinkles in there, some M&Ms. So good. And this is what I made out of candy bars, and I just melted them and put some stuff in them. So good, y'all. Y'all got to make all of this for Christmas. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. All 3 of those dips were so good. I'll have the recipes linked down below. And make sure you go check out Angela's channel. I want to thank her again for hosting. And make sure you comment on all the videos to get a chance to win a prize. And make sure you go see her live video and see if you're a winner. So I hope y'all will have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see y'all in the next video.